Most magicians fail, not because magic doesn't work, but because they don't. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to show you exactly why most never rise beyond basic spells and parlor tricks, and why a few become forces of nature. I can speak on this because these are the ways that I have failed personally over and over and over again. And so I'm speaking from a place of rawness and authenticity as much as possible. So without further ado, first on my list is power without structure. Wanting power but living in chaos. Guys, this is something I have struggled with, and this is why I'm talking about this stuff. So I personally like to wake up at a certain time. I don't grab my phone. I don't scroll through Instagram or anything like that. I sit with my raw thoughts for a moment. I like to do what I can to rule my day rather than having my day rule me. And there's a purpose for this sort of structure in your daily life. I've had many days where they just blow by. I'm doom scrolling, my mind is all over the place, and so forth. I'm talking about this because power is formed by will and intent. If you don't even know what your will is, if you cannot focus your intention, will your rituals have any power? Any real power? I mean, it could be argued possibly, and I would say if you're lucky, I've gotten lucky. But I find it more beneficial to be in a state of sharpened will and focused intent through structure with my whole life rather than allow chaos to steer the ship. Okay, moving on. The next thing I want to talk about is consuming without creating. Studying endlessly, saving posts, watching videos, but never doing, never speaking, never building. Creation is the alchemy of magic. No creation equals no transformation, okay? I've fallen into this trap countless times. I've fallen into habits of consuming education, videos, whether for education or entertainment. I have gotten shiny object syndrome with books, creators, magic styles, and so on. And not to mention doom scrolling, which is an energetic drain unto itself. Guys, I'm warning you. Create, create, create. Create, don't consume until it's time to consume. There's a time and a place for everything, right? But what creation does is this puts your mind and energy into a creative flow. When you create, whether it's through art, whether it's through posting your experiences, music, ritual, you become what you repeatedly do. You tap into the creator current. Your own energetic field, along with the universe, are going to either determine you as a creator or as a consumer. So I warn you against becoming a consumer or being a consumer, especially if you're someone who is on a magical path. So let's move on and let's talk about the next subject, which is relying too much on spirits. And this is going to really rub a lot of people the wrong way. I'm speaking from experience. Many treat demons and angels like errand boys. Let's face it. Thinking spirit work will fix what you're too lazy to command yourself. But real magicians, they don't ask. They command because their will is strong enough. This is not to say that calling on spirits as allies doesn't have its place. But overly relying on external support puts you in a place of insufficiency. What ends up happening is your entire life starts being governed by you needing permission, not only of your spirits, but of others. This is another trap I've personally fallen into many times. When I started relying more on my personal sovereignty. I saw so much of my life begin to align with my goals and desires. Guys, I'm telling you, listen. I've been through this. I've wasted so much time. I've wasted years relying on other spirits, relying on deities. I see so many in the occult community working more as servants to these spirits. Even worse, are online occultists claiming to be punished by the spirits or cursing or attacking each other in the names of these beings because of one reason or another. The spirits are here as guides and will support us in our development. But the last thing they are interested in is being our parents or helping us achieve petty emotional arguments with people we are jealous of and so on. Guys, ally with the spirits. Don't use them for every little thing. Don't use them as your parents, okay? Ignoring the mundane. Magic is not an escape from the mundane. It's a crown worn through it. If your room is a mess, your health is decaying, your finances are wrecked, you are not a throne, you are a broken shrine. Again, I've done it. And even sometimes have my own shortcomings. Believe it or not, it's part of being human. But if we continue to ignore the mundane things in life, we will fail ultimately in magic. If our health is failing because we are consuming toxic foods regularly, if it's food that makes us feel like garbage, our thoughts and emotions will follow. How many times have you just eaten an entire bag of Skittles and just felt like garbage after that? And it's a vicious feedback loop. On the other hand, being conscious of this, exercising regularly and doing what we can to take care of ourselves will generate energy and actually raise our vibratory state. In my experience, this is like spiritual armor. I've had days where I didn't get enough sleep, I consumed junk food the night before, and now I'm feeling tired, anxious, and vulnerable. It puts you in resonance with the negative, and it will invite negativity with open arms. Keeping your house clean is keeping your mind clean and clutter-free. If you've ever seen the movie Limitless starring Bradley Cooper, he takes a pill that unlocks his mind's full potential and raises his vibration. He sees the world in a golden hue rather than dark and gloomy. Funny enough, the first thing he does after his consciousness expands is cleans his dirty apartment. Then he starts exercising and he gets his book finished that he hadn't even touched. There's a deep alchemical component to the mundane. Being devoted in the mundane keeps you, the magician, in a place of power and rule over your own life. No magic spell, no ritual, no deity will ever be able to do the mundane work for you. Which leads me to my next topic, the fear of being unlikable. We end up softening our edges to fit in, watering down our teachings to not offend. You can't be a magician and a people pleaser. Power isolates, and the real ones, we prefer it. This was honestly one of my biggest struggles before initiating. I cared too much what others thought about me, and I needed the approval of others. It's validation seeking. All this did was make me liked by many, but loved by none. This is not about going out of your way to be as edgy as possible either. This is about That being edgy is still another form of validation seeking. This is about being truly authentic and speaking from your soul. Yes, you're going to drive friends, family, followers, and customers away, but they were never truly with you, and that's what you have to understand. What happens instead is you attract those you are in resonance with, and far more powerfully. And it's crazy how the universe works, right? You put yourself in resonance with the certain type of people you want to attract, and they start showing up. Now, the next one hits very close to home for me as someone with ADHD, and that is never finishing what you start. Starting initiations, and then stopping, starting journals, then quitting. Half-done work creates half-baked magicians. Finish your path or get off of it. The path of magic is not for everyone. It's not for the dabblers. It's not for those seeking instant gratification. It's not for those who cannot see things through. Internalize this. It is for the dedicated. We live in a world today where it's all too easy to get by being half-baked. And I'm not talking about the fun way, right? Many go about flaunting flashy spells and sorcery, but have never undergone a true path working or saw it through. What ends up happening instead is the magic is obsolete. The spells are just ingredients. The rituals are only wands and circles. If you are truly serious about your path, go all in. So take time to journal where you are. Start something and follow through. This not only builds character, but it writes your name on the veil. Next up, I'm talking about vending machine mentality. Treating magic like a transaction. I want love. I want revenge. I want cash. But this path isn't going to get you what you want. It's not for getting what you want. It's for becoming who you truly are. Anything less is theft. And magic always collects its debt. I've said before that if your rituals aren't altering you, meaning that they aren't changing your consciousness, exposing your shadow, healing your traumas, and removing your mask, then they cannot alter the world you live in. Approaching it with a low magic mentality for fun, it can be fun for a while, but it will never give you the life you truly desire. I personally don't care to work any magic for petty things these days. I don't care to cast spells to make a few bucks, or give someone a bad week because they argued with me online. Instead, I'm far more interested in transforming into a person who never needs to cast money spells because I'm a person who is capable of commanding wealth. Or, I don't even care about someone being rude online. I simply block them because they are so far out of my resonance that they cannot even touch me. So there you have it, guys. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video today. And if you felt called out, good. It means there's still a spark in you. Magic is not your toy. It's your forge. Fail if you want. But if you're ready to rise, I mean really rise, walk with me. This is the path of the absolute. No mercy, only mastery. If you are one of the few who are serious and would like to step deeper, join my Patreon. where I give you deeper implementations of systems that I've used personally to transform my own life, and so have my students. I also offer one-on-one mentoring for those who truly seek transformation. If you are serious about your path, both of these links are in the description. Again, only if you are serious about your path. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, leave a comment, even an emoji for the algorithm, and may this find the people that are truly seeking. Thank you.